Wise and powerful beings of the universe, welcome to another video. You've been drawn to this video because you've probably felt or experienced a sign that is evident of a spiritual awakening taking place within yourself. By the end of this video, you will have far more clarification and conviction that these mystique and evading signs you're experiencing is in fact your spiritual awakening coming to the surface. However, you must first understand what a spiritual awakening is before we continue on to the signs. In short, a spiritual awakening is your mind waking up and coming to the realization that there is far more to this world than physical objects or material possession. Knowing that you are not just a simple creature made of flesh and blood, but rather a conscious being with a powerful spirit that emanates an abundance of energy. It's about not only controlling your destiny through physical means, but also influencing your reality through the power of your spirit, mind, and emotions. Are you going through a spiritual awakening, or could you simply be overthinking things? Here are the 7 unique signs you are going through a spiritual awakening. Number 1, a desire to meditate. What is it that makes you want to meditate at certain times and places? When you enter a meditative session, you allow your mind and spirit to connect to something much larger than yourself, and as a result, expand your consciousness and awareness. Meditation is the key to nurturing your spiritual awakening, and your desire to do so shouldn't come as a surprise. Relax your mind and take the time to meditate whenever possible. The deeper your thoughts, the more powerful your awakening becomes. Allow your meditation sessions to rebalance yourself and erode and wash away the need for material possessions and selfish desires. Number 2, you're no longer bound by time. While you may still schedule your day or check the time to be sure of what to take care of for the day, such as feeding pets or doing exercise, you're no longer pressured by the ticking of time. When you are spiritually awake, time matters less, as you realize that it is ourselves who allow us to become slaves to the illusion of time. After all, why did humanity choose a 7-day week as opposed to a 10-day week? And why did we decide to have only 2 weekend days out of those 7? Our journey through the fabric of space-time binds us to these set rules, but when you are awake, you know that all that really matters is your mind at this very moment. Number 3, your instincts are turned up. You have learned to trust the little voice in the back of your head and find that when you stop and listen to it, it doesn't let you down. However, when you ignore your gut instinct, you find yourself in the shadows of regret. But now that you're spiritually awake, you will see how much easier it is to make critical decisions. Your mind is open, clear, and flawless when spiritually awake. Learn to relax the mind and listen to what it has to say. You become more sensitive to the flow of energy around you. A heightened sense of the energy living creatures emit is something that accompanies a spiritual awakening. You're able to see through people's disguises and truly read the content of their inner character. One person who may come across as friendly to most is detected by you as not trustworthy because of the bad energy you pick up from them. Moreover, you're able to sense how others can feel and acknowledge your ability to shift to a similar frequency as themselves. You're able to get them to elevate their thoughts beyond words. Take care with this ability so as to not overwhelm yourself by the energy of others. All of these thoughts racing through your mind can take its toll, but with consistent meditation, you can learn to detach your thoughts from your physical limitations and handle an array of energies. You'll know you've awakened when you suddenly lose any desire for earthly ambition. Spiritual awakenings are followed by the detachment to selfish desires. Those things you thought so important for so long, money, status, success, recognition, become nothing more than shallow motives of the ego. You're aware to at least some degree that selfish desires won't help you in the long run. The true path lies within yourself. Exploring the deepest trenches of your mind and spirit is where the real rewards lie. Continually going after short-term physical pleasures and satisfaction serve only to dull your spiritual senses. For that reason, you now have a greater desire to spend more time alone. You find your own company is far more enjoyable and relaxing. You don't care so much to be seen or recognized or even understood. You also no longer care to argue or to have to prove a point. You simply are. Number 4, you're no longer controlled by social media. Experiencing a spiritual awakening comes with many great benefits, one of which is a rejection of approval from others. You have found yourself less interested in checking your social media accounts lately. You no longer have an interest in keeping up with the latest updates or trends others are following. Moreover, you find yourself checking your accounts less and less every day. Because what matters more in this world are those closest to you and the actual interactions between you and the universe. Being concerned with the random acts of strangers far away from you only stresses your mind. For that reason, having the most followers or likes becomes insignificant. You realize that it's the little things in life that count. Thus, you are freed from the tangles of the internet and the negativity it may bring. Like an old vintage piece being restored and given new life, your mind has learned to flush away the dependence and toxicity of social media. Number 5. You suddenly feel at peace and are full of life and joy. You no longer feel down and find yourself smiling a lot more throughout your day. You no longer care what others may think about you. The people around you take notice of this glowing energy you have and ask why you're in such a good mood. You don't have an answer because you don't have a reason. Your spiritual awakening has allowed you to view your true self, a being made of light, energy, joy, and love. Being spiritually awake reminds you that you don't need a shiny new object to make you happy. You don't need alcohol to have a good time. And you don't need lots of money to simply enjoy the moment. During the spiritual awakening, you will feel as though new life has been breathed into you. The world will look different to you as you view things through the awakened lenses of higher spiritual awareness. Things look more vibrant and alive. Food fills your palate with delight, and simple experiences bring you the greatest of joy. The stars of the night sky are mesmerizing. The beauty of this world and the universe amplifies your newfound and deep connection with Mother Nature. Your senses are overloaded, and you are filled with the joy and wonder of a small child adventuring through the playground. You let go of your fears and let yourself be carried by the tides of the universe. It might be scary to let go of one branch before having hold of another, remaining in a state of liminal space, not knowing what will happen next. No point of reference, no direction. But your newly found faith from your spiritual awakening allows you to confidently trust the universe to catch you and see to it that you gracefully continue forward with the momentum needed to blissfully remain in control of your destiny. Number 6. Creativity flows from within you. Before your spiritual awakening, you had trouble piecing your ideas together to create a cohesive and unique thought. But now that you've awakened spiritually, you find that the creativity hidden within naturally flows and forms new and unique ideas that can change the landscape of any industry. You find that suddenly these ideas come to you at all times of the day. You're able to come up with solutions to complex problems quickly. This is largely due to your spiritual awakening. Your mind is open and clear and is acting as a vessel to allow your creative talent to flow freely. One side effect you may also feel is the need to be alone and withdraw when going through these creative periods. This is because freeing yourself from the distractions of everyday life, such as social media, gossip, and negativity, help amplify your creative talents. Number 7. You're acting as a vessel to unlock the minds of others. Being spiritually awake makes it easier for you to converse and connect with others. Have you ever been surprised when you finish a task, such as working on your hobby, reading, or exercising, at just how much time has passed? Yet you're able to realize the bigger picture of the work you have completed and marvel at its beauty, almost believing that it could not have been done by your hand. Well, it may come as a surprise, but that is you channeling. Thus, if you begin to see signs or messages, it will only be related to that which you are in tune with. For that reason, keep a positive mindset. Another sign of channeling and acting as a vessel is that you don't fear death. In fact, you view death as simply another journey. This is one of the biggest signs that you are spiritually awakening. For those who do fear death, it just means that you are not quite fully awake yet. But in time, you will come to see that there really is no such thing as death, because life never ends. To be clear, this does not mean that you look forward to dying or that you're suicidal, but rather you are excited to see what lies beyond the physical medium into one of pure energy and infiniteness. You understand death is simply like arriving at a new destination, and even though your physical body may be gone, you as a spiritual being are fully intact. The energy you exude from within is the same kind that gives motions to the heavens, the earth, and all the creatures around you. When you are freed from the illusion of physical constraints, this truth becomes abundantly clear, and with it comes a great inner peace and appreciation for simply existing and being a part of something so grand. you realize that it didn't matter how much or how little you accomplished, but rather how much you discovered about yourself. Similar to a butterfly finally emerging from its cocoon, you can view your current state, mind, and body as developing within a physical state here on Earth. How magnificent and grand your transformation will be is decided by your concentration and exercising of your spiritual consciousness. When the time is right, the universe will see to it that your current spiritual awakening is taken to a level even more beyond. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. May you have an abundance of peace, love, and life.